In today's episode of True 911 Calls, a teenager's pleas for help are ignored until she collapses. A home invasion turns deadly. A man intentionally crashes into a gas station. And a hand gesture and the power of social media save a teen's life. Let's dive in. Days after getting discharged from drug rehab, Rabin Keffer began treatment at Newport News Behavioral Health Center. For several days, the 17-year-old pleaded with nurses to go to the hospital to call 911. None of the nurses attended to her medical needs. One of Raven's fellow residents, a 15-year-old girl, finally made the call.
Newport News 911, where is your emergency?
Newport News Behavioral Health Center.
What's going on?
What's going on?
Hello?
Touch 49. Newport News Behavioral Health.
What's going on?
We have a resident that is coded blue. She's non-responsive, and the nurse are trying to do something, but...
Is she breathing?
Yeah, I think she's breathing, but she's non-responsive. And the nurses are trying to give her a sternum rub. They're trying to wake her up. She's non-responsive.
Okay, where inside is she?
She's in the dignity unit, in the down bottom.
In the what unit?
Dignity.
Unity?
Dignity. Dignity. D-I-N-I-G-N.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's hard to hear you because I can hear them yelling in the background.
Yeah,
Do you know what happened?
No, she's been going through a withdrawal. She was recently came out of a rehab center.
Uh-huh.
And she's sorry, I'm panicking.
It's okay. It's okay.
The nurses are trying to help her, but I just had to call because I don't trust it. They have been telling her she's doing this to herself, and she's faking it, and I just really worry because I'm not sure they're doing what they need to do to take care of her medically. They're not providing.
What's going on with all the yelling? Who's yelling?
Everyone's panicking because she's like, I don't know what's wrong with her.
Do you know how long ago it happened?
Okay, it happened today. It's happening right now.
Right, but when did she become unconscious? Do you know?
She's non-responsive. Her eyes are dilated, really badly. Okay, we were trying to walk her to the nurse's station.
Uh-huh.
And we stood her up, and she walked a little bit, and then she said, I can't see. She fell down, her pupils were dilated, and I guess she was non-responsive.
Uh-huh.
She peed herself, and we put her back on the floor, and she breathed a little bit, and she was responsive for a little bit, and now she's non-responsive.
Okay.
And she's like taking really deep breaths, I don't know.
She's breathing deep?
Yeah, she's like...
Okay. Whenever you were taking her to the nurse's station, why were y'all taking her? What was she complaining of?
She was trying to take her vitals.
Uh-huh.
Her vitals were fine. The hospital.
Okay, but whenever y'all were taking her to the nurses, was she complaining of something? Did something not feel good?
She's been going through withdrawal.
Right.
Please bring her. She's turning blue.
No, they're already on the way, okay? I already have them on the way. I'm updating them while they're on the way, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, yeah, but stay on the phone with me. Do you know if she's breathing?
Okay. Is she breathing? Okay.
She is?
Yeah, she's breathing. Guys, be quiet, please.
Okay, will there be someone that can let the medics in when they get there?
Alright. What? Sorry, I can't hear.
It's okay. Is there someone that can let the medics in when they get there?
Yeah, there is. Tell them that there's medics coming. Hey, stop. Be quiet. Listen, I'm trying to tell her about that. The medics are coming. There needs to be someone to let her in. Walkie, someone that's going to let the medics in.
Okay, who's yelling?
It's other residents. They're triggered by this. They're angry.
Okay.
It's just because we're in a behavioral health center.
Right.
The obvious response is going to be anger and, because they weren't taking care of this soon enough. That's the thing, like, that's why I'm really upset. Guys, be quiet!
Okay.
On the phone, because this is not like, they're not taking it, they weren't. Now they are. Now that she's coding, they're taking it seriously, but before the first day she came here, she was feeling this way. They told her that she was faking it, she was making herself do this. And they were blaming it on her, and that made her situation worse mentally.
Okay, do they have her in a separate room from all the residents?
Huh?
Do they have her in a separate room from all the residents?
Yeah, all of us are in, all of the other residents are in a different room.
Okay. Okay, the medics are going to be there really soon, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Because she's my friend, like, I don't want anything to happen.
I understand. They're going to come and get her all the help she needs, okay?
She's been an addict for a long time of heroin and meth, and she's been off for 30-something days.
For 30-something days?
Yeah, she's... Alright.
Okay, they're going to be there soon, though, and they're going to help her, all right?
They need to do something about the way they deal with medical emergencies. They need to prevent them before they happen, especially with someone showing symptoms of this type.
Right. No, I understand. I'm going to talk to them, okay?
Yes, please talk to them in a certain voice. Try to make them understand, because no matter how many times people explain it to them, they probably won't listen.
Okay, all right, I'll do my best, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
If it is 911 emergency.
Yes, I need you all to send an ambulance to.
What's going on, ma'am?
We have a resident just passed out. She is like unresponsive.
Okay.
Yes, and they pull up front. We just have somebody direct them to the back.
Are you with her?
Yes, we're with her.
Okay. We already have a call with somebody else on the phone, too?
I'm sorry, say it again.
I said we have the medics on the way. Is somebody else on the phone, too?
Is somebody else on the phone? No. Oh, okay. It says she has a history of opioids. Hold on, I can't. Hold on, I'm gonna put somebody else on the phone.
Put the oxygen. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Is she breathing?
Huh?
Is she breathing?
Yeah, she's breathing, but it's slow, and she's having a gasping of breath. She has a history of opium disorder, stimulant disorder, 17 years old, and with checking her pulse, it's hard to get.
Okay. Are you the nurse there?
Yeah, I'm the nurse there, and the one taking care of her, and she complained of numbness, and when and now she's trying to gasping her breath, so we need you to come here.
Okay. Yeah, they're already on the way. Do you need any medical assistance over the phone?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, which way do we come in?
In the residential unit.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, they're on the way. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Newport News 911, where is your emergency? Hello?
Medics were called to the center at 6:38 p.m. on June 29th after Keffer collapsed. She went into cardiac arrest while being transported to Mary Immaculate Hospital. Sadly, Keffer died at the hospital at 10:33 p.m. that Friday. Before living with her father, Keffer's grandmother, Monica Myers, raised her until she was 8. According to Myers, she was still in communication with her granddaughter. She said they talked and texted every day, often 2 or 3 times a day. Myers said Keffer was outspoken and spoke her piece, but she was kind-hearted and good-hearted. She enjoyed life as much as she could, given all she went through. The grandmother hadn't heard from Keffer in the week or so before she died. A center employee told a first responder to the scene that the teen complained of feeling sick for nearly a week before collapsing. Her complaints went unheeded for 6 days.
She suffered in every way, in my opinion. Physically, mentally, emotionally.
According to search warrant documents filed at Newport News Circuit Court, 6 staff members submitted written and signed statements saying Keffer had difficulty breathing, vomited, refused to eat, and was lethargic the week she was there.
She wanted to go to the hospital. They said she's faking. There's nothing wrong with her. She said she's throwing up blood.
After collapsing, Keffer had no vital signs. She began to urinate on herself. The nurse eventually agreed to have her taken to the hospital, but only on one condition.
She needed to get up and go change her clothes first.
One of the patients made the vital 911 call.
Kids on the unit had gotten the cordless phone and they were on the phone with 911.
Her grandmother firmly said the center needed to be held accountable for the death of her granddaughter.
The people that ignored her plea for help, I mean, they should be, liable.
Details in the search warrant affidavit, including the employee's statement to the first responder, led the Newport News Police Department Homicide Unit to investigate the matter. Police spokesman Brandon Maynard cautioned that launching an investigation into the matter did not mean the death would ultimately be ruled criminal or unnatural. Maynard said that they were looking into the circumstances of the incident to see whether neglect on behalf of the facility may have contributed to or led to her death. The state report noted the center violated 13 state regulations when handling Keffer's case. According to the report, before the teen was admitted, a social worker informed the center about her medical issues. In a form submitted to the center, the social worker noted that Keffer needed surgery and had gallstones issues. The state report said the center didn't try to get supporting documents to see if they could handle Keffer's medical issues. The report also included the center's response to findings, including how it retrained staff. It made several changes to its intake forms and how it disseminates information about medical history to both nursing and non-nursing staff. Raven's half-sister, Haley Keffer, a junior at Radford University, filed a lawsuit against Newport Center. The lawsuit contended Raven's pleas for help were ignored for days by center staffers, and that her death was utterly preventable. She said, "They need to do something with that place. You go from seeing and talking with someone all the time to not seeing them because people aren't doing their jobs. She was in a medical facility for a reason. Maybe they should learn how to take care of the people that are there." The Virginia Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Service closed its investigation into her death. The original lawsuit was withdrawn and will be refiled soon with additional attorney representation. It concluded the facility failed to provide adequate care for her. 3 years later, a nurse who was disciplined for her involvement is being held accountable by the Virginia Board of Nursing. It put her on a year-long probation, and for the first 6 months she can only practice nursing in a VBN-approved setting under an on-site nurse with an unrestricted license. The nurse must also submit quarterly reports including her current address, contact information, and employment status. Additionally, a supervisor must provide reports to the VBN about her performance, documentation keeping, and clinical judgment. In April 2016, Anne Zosel was found shot inside her home. Her daughter made the gruesome discovery shortly after midnight.
911, do you police, fire, medical? Medical and fire, please help someone is killed. Please, please hurry. Okay, I'm going to put you through that medical. Don't disconnect. Okay, please send it off. Ma'am, stay on the line. Please help. Okay, stay on the line then. Please. Orange County Fire Rescue. Please send an officer to Franklin Street and an ambulance too. Somebody's help. Please hurry. Listen, West Franklin Street. Please. Okay, listen, I'm getting how far away you said someone shot. I just came in from being out with my friends and my back door is open in her room laying down. Please help me. Okay, our help is on the way. What is your first name? Please, the phone number. What's the phone number you're calling me from? Please help. They're still in the house. The people are still in the house? Yes, please. Help me. Where are you? I'm in the house. I'm in the kitchen. I just walked in and seen it. Please help. Okay, can you get out of the house? No, I have nowhere to go. I have no vehicle, nothing. Okay, can you get out of the house? No, please help me. Okay, where are the people that shot her? I don't know. But please help. Help is on the way. Are you in the room with... No, I'm in the kitchen. In her bedroom in the back of the house. And where are the people who shot her? I don't know. I hear them. You hear them. Are you hiding? No, I'm in the kitchen. This was the only phone I had to call off of. Okay, can you hide? Can you put the phone with you and hide? No, it's a cordless. It's not a cordless. Okay. So you don't know how many people... Help is coming. I know. Help is coming, okay? Think when you were in with... Was she the only one in the house? that I seen it, yes, but I went in there straight in there because I could tell somebody's been. Okay. All right, help on the way. Petey, are you on the line? Yes, we're on the line. Okay. All right, I'm going to stay on the phone with you. You can't go in the house and help. Stay on the line and listen to what you have to say. Okay, we have officers who's going on scene right now. They're here. They're here. The officers are there? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Do you see the officers? Are they there with you? Please. No, you need to talk to the officers. Okay. Are they there physically with you? Yes, they're about to walk up to the door. Okay. I want you to stay on the line with me until you make contact with them. Oh my God. I'm going to call. Are the officers at the door with you, ma'am? No, not yet. Okay. What is your name? Okay. Do you know who might have done this? No, ma'am. I just came in. Are there any vehicles that you don't recognize at your house? Anything like that? No, there's nobody here. Okay. How many people do you hear in your house? I don't know. What do you hear? I don't know. I just want to talk to somebody, please. Okay. Do you hear people in your house? Yes. Okay. How many people? I don't know. I didn't look. Can you tell male, female? Can you tell the voices? I don't know. I don't know. Please. I want to check them. No, don't. You just. Please. Stop me up. Okay. Okay. The officers are there. They're going to come meet with you. And they're going to on the way. Why won't they come to the door? Well, they have to make sure they have enough officers to approach. Oh my God, please somebody help me. Okay, they're coming, ma'am. They're coming. Oh my God. You can't tell if it's male or female voices, how many voices you hear? No. 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 Okay, just stay calm. Just stay calm. What time did you leave? Help me. Ma'am? Somebody help me! Please! Help is there. Help is there. Help me! Ma'am, they're there. Just stay calm. Want me to go outside? Okay, come outside.
Officers went to a home on West Franklin Street at 12:30 a.m. Saturday to investigate a report of an injured woman. According to a 911 call made by her daughter, the back door was open and Zosel shot in her bedroom. The daughter, whose name was not released, described finding a scene that appeared to be a home invasion. The 69-year-old was pronounced dead at the hospital. Ocoee Police Department spokesperson Lieutenant Mike Bryant said, "We know that there was no forced entry, so we are concluding or suspecting it was either somebody that she knew or it was a family member or someone she may have met and brought home to help out." Crime scene technicians wearing protective suits spent more than 12 hours searching the home for clues. However, it's unclear what the technicians found. Jenna Bell, a friend and neighbor of the victim, said, "That's really sad. It's scary. I can't believe it. I really couldn't believe it." Almost a week after Zosel was murdered, police released a new clue. A safe, standing at nearly 5 feet tall, was stolen in what investigators now confirm was a home invasion robbery. Authorities asked citizens to be on the lookout for the large safe, along with anyone using or looking for a tool to pry it open. In Paynesville, Ohio, Michael Craig appeared in front of a court for deliberately crashing his SUV into several cars and gas pumps.
You're China Eagle?
At the gas station, there's a fire, there's been an accident, everything.
Okay, so there's been an accident on 20 or on Fairgrounds or in your parking lot?
There's on 20, it's a very close, there's a fire at the gas station as well.
Uh-huh.
We have a fire, there's a truck that is burning.
Okay, ma'am, your building's on, ma'am, stop. Your building's on fire or the vehicle's on fire?
The vehicle's on fire right next to the pump. We are all and then there's another car that went off into the side that drove out and hit the green, there's a green fencing over there. They went over there. This is really bad. There's a lot of smoke, ma'am. Please hurry.
All right, they're on their way out, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Uh-huh. Bye-bye.
Bye.
911 to the location of your emergency.
Hi, we have an emergency at Gecko in Paynesville. There's a fire at the gas station. It's going up pretty good. Stay on the line, don't hang up. Can I have your name?
It's at the pump. Bailey Lampy. A car came. What pump you said?
Correct.
I have no idea. It's probably one of the middle. It's one of the middle pumps at the Get-Go station at Giant Eagle on Fairgrounds Road and 20. It looks like they're putting it out, but yes, the car is on fire. Somebody ran their car into a truck at the pump.
Hang on 1 minute for me, don't hang up.
Okay. It looks like they're getting it, but yeah. Jesus.
So the vehicle ran into another vehicle?
Yeah, the vehicle ran into a truck, and yeah, I don't know where the other vehicle is. It's still on fire, so.
All right, we have the fire.
Oh, God.
Dispatched out.
Okay, yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
911, state emergency.
Yes, we need a fire truck in gas station in Painesville.
Okay.
Get-Go.
The Get-Go?
Fire on the truck.
The truck on fire?
Yes.
Okay.
By the pump.
By the pump? All right, we'll get somebody right over there.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
911, state emergency.
Yeah, there was a car just went off the road over by Giant Eagle in Painesville. There's a bunch of cars, one's on fire.
Okay.
The gas pump.
Near the gas pumps?
Right next to the gas pump. And he's off the side of the road. I don't know if anybody saw him or not.
Okay, we're getting people heading that way right now, all right?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
911, take the location of your emergency.
Get-Go.
Okay, is it the one in Painesville Township?
Yes, right by the gas station. The gas station. There's a car about to explode at the gas station.
Okay, is the building itself on fire or just a vehicle?
No, it's the pumps are. It's like huge.
Pumps on fire? Okay.
Hurry up. There's a lot of people.
Okay, we've got the fire department on the way. Tell me your name.
Alex.
And give me your phone number. Okay.
I hit the emergency shut off on the pump, but this car is going to blow up.
Okay, get everyone away from that area, okay?
Okay.
We've got the fire department on the way.
Okay.
911.
All right. I want to report a car on fire at a gas station.
Yeah, Get-Go on Manor Avenue?
Get-Go on Manor Avenue. Yep, you got it.
Yep, we're on the way.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
911, what's the emergency?
Yeah, I'm on Route 20 in Painesville.
Yeah.
And you know the Get-Go there by the Giant Eagle?
Yeah.
Somebody ran a car right through that intersection, right into the parking lot across the street. Ran over the fence.
Mm-hmm. And they went into the gas pump there, and now it's on fire?
Is it on, I don't know. Yeah, you went on the other side of the street. You went clear across Route 20 and ended up in the his car is in the parking lot across Route 20 on the other side of the street.
They're already on their way out for it, sir. Thank you.
Okay, yep. All right,
Bye-bye.
According to police records, Craig was driving a black Buick Rainier SUV that had been stationary in the Get-Go parking lot before accelerating at a high rate of speed and intentionally ramming into a gas pump. The gas pump dislodged from the ground. While pushing the dislodged pump, the 60-year-old struck a Ford pickup truck fueling at another pump. The Ford burst into flames. 2 adults and a child inside the truck managed to escape safely. According to the sheriff's office, Craig continued across the parking lot in the SUV in the northeast direction toward Mentor Avenue. He hit another vehicle before entering the road. As he entered the road, he hit another car traveling eastbound. He kept driving before slamming into a fence and catching his vehicle on fire. When he was approached by bystanders trying to offer assistance, Craig allegedly told them he had a gun and would shoot and kill everyone. He then pointed what appeared to be a gun at Lake County Sheriff deputies before being taken into custody after a brief standoff. The accused was taken to Tri-Point Medical Center for cuts and burns to his leg. He was medically cleared and taken to the Lake County Jail. Craig was indicted on 3 counts of first-degree felony aggravated arson, 4 counts of second-degree felony felonious assault, 2 counts of 4th-degree felony arson, 2 counts of 4th-degree felony vandalism, and 1 count of 4th-degree felony inducing panic. He was also indicted on misdemeanor charges of resisting arrest, reckless operation, and aggravated menacing. He was sentenced to a minimum of 22 years and a maximum of 27 years in prison. Beyond the dances and cute cat videos, TikTok trends may have life-saving value. In November 2021, a North Carolina teen was rescued in Kentucky after using hand gestures that she learned on TikTok to signal to other drivers that she was in danger.
I can. Hey, hello? Hello? Yeah, I've been following this Toyota Corolla from Adams County. We just drove to Laurel County past exit 49. This female on the passenger side, brunette, motioning for help, call 911. I've been on the phone with Madison County and Rock Chapel. I'm still following my reason I did. We're in the rough just South 35. What color is it? It's a silver Toyota Corolla. Silver? Ohio black. And there's, how many, there's a female? Female passenger side, male driver. Are you still there? I am. I've given it out, sir. Okay. What mile marker yet, sir? I don't see one right now. Okay. What is your name? David Isaac. I'm sorry? David Isaac. David Isaac. Hang on just a second, sir. I'm getting help on the way. Will you watch for a mile marker and let me know when you pass one, please? Okay, sir. I'm sorry. What? Your modulation on your phone is very low. If you could speak up just a little bit, that would help. Did you advise you passed the mile marker? I don't see one under the road construction. Okay. Going under a pass for US 25. Okay, there's actually two of those, so I think this is the first one. Mile marker 44. Sir, if you could just keep me notified on the mile markers as you pass them, that would help me tremendously, okay? I've got units in the area that are waiting on you ahead of you, alright? What kind of vehicle are you in? I'm in a black four-door Chevrolet pickup. A black Chevy four-door pickup? Yes, sir. Okay. Are you 41 in the second underpass? Okay. Are you right directly behind the vehicle? I've got two cars back. Okay. Okay. All right. They're going to intercept you there in about 2 miles, okay? Okay, I might be able to make it to the second one today. Okay, they're going to intercept you before the first one. Okay, good deal. Pass the phone down with okay. Okay. Let me know when you get to the 42. Excuse me? Let me know the next mile marker. Okay, we're taking that one on there. We've not made it to 41 yet. Okay. Where are you at now? Still up to exit 41, but slowed down for traffic. You're coming up to exit 41? Plymouth exit 41. Are you about a mile away, or about how far are you? I see exit 41 out here. They're getting off at exit 41. They're getting off at exit 41, looks like. They're going to be turning left, exit 41. Alright, just keep me updated, okay? Are you going to... Alright, I've got a deputy says they've got eyes on you, so... Okay. I'll see them across the road there. Okay. They're right there in front of me, allowance plate. Yeah, they're gonna wait for him to turn, okay? Okay, good deal. Okay, yeah, get close to 400 and get my 41. Can you tell me the tag on the vehicle, sir? John David Michael 5191, Ohio. Okay, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You still see the officers there? They're going to try to get behind it, so when they pull out, just kind of give them some space. Yeah, I'll leave them run and get up. Mr. Isaac, they're going to, when the light changes, they're going to try to get in, okay? Yes, sir. I'll leave them run. Alright, thank you, sir. Thank you, guys. Stop here, Ryan.
On November 5th, a driver spotted a teenager in a car driven by an older man on a highway in Kentucky. The young girl in the passenger seat made hand signals, tucking her thumb into her palm and closing her fingers into a fist, signaling she was in danger. The driver recognized the hand signals and immediately called the authorities, who later arrested the older man, identified as James Herbert Brick. A spokesperson at the Asheville Police Department said the teenage girl was reported missing from her Asheville home by her parents on November 2nd. 3 days later, the young girl was located in another state in what deputies described as a dangerous situation.
Just thought that she was waving at individuals because she was in the front seat where he was.
The pair made it to Ohio, where Brick's relatives became concerned about the relationship. His relatives realized the girl was underage, and she was reported missing. That's when Brick took the girl, fled Ohio, and headed south through Kentucky. According to police records, the girl was scared to death after Brick told her that if she tried to run away, he would kill her animals, her pet dog, and himself in front of her.
She told me she was scared. She was physically shaking, crying. Once we got them separated, she was terrified.
The hand gesture was created as part of the Signal for Help campaign of the Canadian Women's Foundation at the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic to give people stuck at home with abusive partners an avenue to ask for help, without being overheard and without leaving a digital trace.
Signal for Help is a simple hand signal that you can make on a video call. You just raise your hand, tuck your thumb, trap your thumb, all in one move, and it means I need you to check in with me safely.
TikTok content creators began sharing the hand gesture across the platform. One of the videos published garnered over 600,000 views.
Expected a situation like this with a young woman in a car. That was very clever and resourceful of her to think to use this, and it's such a relief that there were other drivers who were able to recognize this and knew what to do.
James Brick was charged with first-degree unlawful imprisonment. Brick had previously been charged with unlawful imprisonment and possession of material showing a sexual performance by a minor. Still, The kidnapping charge was the only one returned by the grand jury. Don't forget to like this video if you found it interesting, and subscribe to join us in the next episode of True 911.